I have this Betty Crocker cherry chip cake mix. That's what it reminds me of. So today I'll be testing out a new product from the drugstore from NYX. This is the NYX Powder Puff Lippy Powder to Lip Cream. This is a whipped moussey formula that dries to a matte powder finish. So if you're new to my channel, this is my series where I wear test a new liquid lipstick for 10 hours and then at the end of the day give you my thoughts and whether I think it's worth purchasing or not. If you enjoy this type of content, I will have the link for my series playlist in the description box below. So I bought the shade Squad Goals, which is described on their website as a tea rose pink. There are only 8 colors in the shade range, but all are very wearable, and I picked this up for $8.50. So let's take a look at some of the claims on the website. They say, pucker up and powder your pout. Featuring a pillowy cushion applicator, our new Powder Puff Lippy Powder Lip Cream goes on moussey and sets to a powdery soft finish. Achieve a flush of color in 8 vibrant shades from warm peach to true red and hot pink to cool plum for an irresistible just kissed look. So unfortunately, there's really not much else I can tell you about the product. However, there are 111 reviews on the website and the average rating is 4.3 stars out of 5. So most of the people who tried it really liked it. So I applied this around 10:30. It's now noon. So I'll be doing a check-in later on in the day to let you know how this is wearing, how it lasted through a meal. I'm not 100% sold on the sponge, cat hair. I'm not 100% sold on the applicator. It's a little tricky to carve out the corners and get a really precise line. I don't like sponges attached to product because you can't clean them and then they build bacteria over time. I don't know. I'm weird that way. It also has a very interesting scent to it. Almost smells like cake mix. I have this Betty Crocker cherry chip cake mix. That's what it reminds me of. Very weird. So this doesn't dry down like 100%. So I'm not sure how this is gonna last. It does have a very definite staining effect. This might make it past 1 meal, but I'm not really counting on it making through 2, but I guess we'll see how it goes. So I'm gonna go on with my day and I'm gonna go have some lunch and then I will check in with you guys in about 5 hours and let you know how this held up. So the time is 4:19. I've had this lipstick on now since 11, I think, is when I first applied it. Around that time. So it's been 5 hours. It's weird. It's not... Does it look like it's changed color to you? Like when I first applied it, it seemed to be like a dusty pinkish color, and now it almost seems fuchsia. Or maybe it's just all in my head. I don't know. So I had lunch, and it seemed to survive that. So it doesn't seem to be very long wearing. I mean, if I were to wear this again, I would probably touch up a little bit throughout the day rather than trying to stretch it into an all-day wear test. The good news is this doesn't feel, although it's not very long lasting, or it doesn't appear to be, I shouldn't say that, it's lasted for 5 hours. So I mean, yeah, it's doing a better job than most lipsticks do, but what I like about it the most is it doesn't feel drying on my lips. I have a teeny tiny bit of dryness there, but in fairness to the lipstick, I already had it before I applied it. I probably should have done a better job at exfoliating my lips before I applied it, but it's not flaking and it doesn't feel like it's sucking all the moisture out of my lips. So that's where we're at right now. I'll check in with you guys later on tonight and let you know how this has been holding up. So we're calling the time, all right. So we're calling the time at 8:25. So, all right. Let's move it a little bit. So that is pretty much all that is left of this lip color. It's still there. It's worn away in the middle, especially right here. This area is really dry right in here, but that area of my lip was dry this morning. So if you're looking for like a long wearing 16-hour straight liquid lipstick, this is probably not the one to pick. But in all honesty, this one isn't bad. It made it through my lunch break fine. It only really started going to hell like this after I had vegetable curry for dinner. So something in the curry did not agree with this lipstick. So although it's not an all-day, long-wearing, 16-hour liquid lipstick, this is one I actually like. It's very comfortable. I found it to have like a moisturizing, almost like an oily texture. It never completely 100% dried down. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you leave. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye!